Hey, what's up guys? It's Quita. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So in this video, I'm going to be setting up a happy nichi, y'all. I finally jumped on the bandwagon. My friend Candace came over yesterday. I saw hers and I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. So I am going to set mine up and kind of show you guys how I'm going to do that. So if you are new here to my channel, I hope that you'll stick around, that you'll consider subscribing and also giving me a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video. Don't forget to also turn that notification bell on so that way you don't miss out on any future videos. So without further ado, if you want to see how I'm going to set up my happy nichi and what's that all about, make sure to stay tuned. All right guys, so I got all of my stuff over here, and so I wasn't gonna do this. I have been seeing the happy nichi or the FauxBonichi all over YouTube and all over Instagram. So if you're not sure what the happy nichi is or the FauxBonichi is, there is a planner called the FauxBonichi, and the FauxBonichi is just a paper planner. Of course, it's not disc bound or anything like that. It's bound, but it's not like Happy Planner or Erin Condren where they have the discs or the coil. It's just a little notebook planner that everybody has been raving about. So I was gonna get a FauxBonichi, but then I decided not to get it because I didn't know what I would use it for. And you guys know how much I love Happy Planner and the disc bound system. So I said, why not just create one of my own? Because there's so much inspiration out there. I am not sure who came up with the concept of happy nichi or FauxBonichi, but it's brilliant. So I decided to, again, jump on the bandwagon. Did not come up with this concept. All I'm gonna do today is just set mine up. And so that's what we're doing. So I'm super excited about it. So let me first share with you the supplies that I'm gonna use to make this happen. All right, so of course you're going to need a happy planner, happy notes. And so Happy Planner now has these half sheet sort of happy notes, and they have a ton of variety of them. And so that's what you'll need to create your FauxBonichi or your happy nichi. It's the same thing. It just depends on what you decide to call it. I've seen it called happy nichi and I've seen it called FauxBonichi. So it's just a preference thing. And so the FauxBonichi is actually, I think, pretty much this size, but it's very narrow, just like this. I have never held a FauxBonichi or seen one in person. I've only just seen it online. And so I think this is kind of like the next best thing when it comes to the size. And so I think that's why everybody thought this would be a great idea to use as a FauxBonichi or happy nichi. So you're gonna, of course, need happy notes. I have so many variety of these. And so I decided on this one because, you know, I'm all about that neutral life right now, that this would be perfect. I do wish I could change out these discs, but I just think they flow and I don't want to go up to classic size discs. I do have lots of metal discs, but none that really fit with this whole decor. So I decided to keep these on until maybe they come out with these charcoal metal discs, because I do think they're super pretty. So we'll see. This cover and everything could change later, and I could change and not even want to do this anymore, but I at least want to give it a try to see if it's something that I want to incorporate into my planning setup. So you're going to definitely need happy notes. So next up, you're going to need half sheets. Happy Planner has so many variety of half sheets, guys. So I just pulled a few. I didn't pull everything that I have. This is a lot of what I have. These are still in packages because they go to the collections for Happy Planner, and I like to keep them stored a certain way. And then I also have a half sheet notebook. You guys already know I have this. You saw this in a previous plan with me I did where I planned out a half sheet. I have everything organized from the top view. And so I've got a ton of half sheets in here. And so this is going to be pretty cool how this is going to work out. So what I'm going to do, and I also need to pull a few more of the happy notes because I need to grab some different type of paper, because the paper that comes in this one is the lined paper. And of course, I'm not going to be able to do the setup the way I want to do it on lined paper. You're going to need dot grid. So these are the other half sheets that I have. So as you can see, I've got a lot of variety to work with. And so what I'm going to do is see what has the dot grid and then pull out some of that paper, because I'm not going to be able to do this whole thing if I don't even have any dot grid paper, which I may actually not have any dot grid paper. but I could still set it up, right? Yep, here we go. So there's some dot grid paper, perfect, because basically what a FauxBonichi And AtHomeWithQuita has everything already written in terms of like the days of the weeks and all that stuff. But the FauxBonichi or the Happy Nichi, you're going to have to bullet journal it. So you're going to have to take a piece of dot grid paper and write everything in the way you want it. And I'm not going to do that on this video, but of course, stay tuned on my channel. I'm sure, well, I will be doing a plan with me on the whole FauxBonichi thing. So I'm going to need some of this paper so that I can do my weekly spreads. And so I'll just grab a few sheets out, and then I'm also going to look at my stash because I want to say that I have some dot grid paper that is black, because I may not always want to do a teal spread, and this has teal in it. As you can see, lots of teal, and I don't think I have any in here. So I'm going to have to definitely run to the craft store and grab some. And then I also do have these, but these, again, you may not always want to do that color spread. So I do need to check and see what else I've got. And what you can also do is take Happy Planner regular size filler paper for the classic size planner and trim it if you can't find any filler paper of this size. So I'm going to go ahead and snap this in. And so until I can get some more of that different types of paper to add in here, and I'm just going to use this for my spreads. I just want to quickly skim through again, make sure I'm not overlooking something. So just make sure when you grab your Happy Notes, you grab one that has dot grid paper in it. So I have some dot grid paper in there, perfect. And then what you also want, well, you don't have to have this, but what I decided to go for is to create some dashboards, and so that way I can have sections in my planner. So as you can see, these dashboards have 8 tabs along the side. I didn't do the top tabs yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do those because you'll only really be able to have like 3 tabs at the top, and so I thought this would be more practical. So I'm going to pop these in, and then I also have, these are from my shop. They're clear labels that have different things on them, so that way you can put them on your divider tabs or dashboards, so you can have everything sectioned out and you can have the title on that dashboard. I do also have label covers that you can put on top of these, and then you can put that on top of that label. So it's up to you, or you can just not do the dashboard things. You can just do your own thing. Happy Planner does have dashboards, but they don't fit inside of here. Otherwise, I probably would have used those. So I'm going to go ahead and pop these in and then figure out what I want my sections to be. So as you can see, there you go. So you would have that divider tab right there. And you can put a little something behind here, so that way you can see that first if you don't want to see your spread first. So I'm going to section that off, and that's going to be my monthly and weekly. And then I'm going to do the next one. And so I'm going to pop these in, and then I'm going to figure out what I want each section to be, because I'm not quite sure yet how I want that to flow. All right, so we've got all our divider tabs in there, as you can see from the top. Hopefully you can see that well. And I wanted to have a little peekaboo out, so that way you could see a little bit of what was there and not have to like open the whole thing. You could just see that there's a tab there, so you could easily flip to it. But it pretty much is flush, just about flush with the planner cover. And so it doesn't get in your way or anything. So I think I'm going to find some filler paper that I want and trim it down like I mentioned before and add it in here, because I'm not sure how I feel about having just all teal in here for right now. So let me find some of that filler paper that I want to use and trim it down to size until I can get some more neutral bullet journaling type of paper. Oh yeah, so I hit the jackpot. So I have this notebook here that I keep all of my filler paper in. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out some filler paper from back here. So I've got all of this filler paper that is grid. And so I can start here and see where this takes me. I wish it was dot grid, but it's not. All right, so that was a good option, right? So now I've got what I really want, but but I'm still gonna keep these in here just in case I do have a teal spread. Then I can pull from this, and this is dot grid, which is what I prefer. So you see how easy that was. All right, see? You see how much better that looks? All right, and then I like having these in here, and what I typically do with these is fold them. And so I want to have a few of these in there too. I want to have kind of like a bunch of everything until I can really figure out how I want this thing to go. But this will be great to use to plan out your day. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in once I figure out where I want it to go. So let me go ahead and put my divider labels on so that way I can at least have that done. All right, guys, so as much as I want to use these clear labels, I feel like you can't see them because of my pen there. So I'm going to use these labels, which is actually a misprint. I don't sell these in my shop on the white backing, only on the clear, but I have a whole bunch of these as, you know, an error. And so I'm going to use those instead. And I'm going to see how they work out. All right, y'all, so what I decided to do, I actually already filmed this video. I'm inserting this audio in this video clip right here because after I filmed the video and I did the whole setup, I decided to go with these. These are actually from my shop. They are white, so they are all the way white, and then the clear stickers go right on top of them. So that's what I decided to do. I thought this looked a little bit better, a little bit cleaner, and so that's what I added here. So don't you think so? I think it looks a lot cleaner, and so that's what I decided on. So I've got all of my divider tabs, and I think I even switched up some of the subjects there, and I think it looks better. So that's what I decided to do. So I just had to insert it because the video is already filmed, so this is going to be a little bit of a weird video, but this is the end result. All right, so that's that. So now I need to start filling those sections with more filler paper. So we've got the first section covered, which again is the calendar section, and then this is going to be my list section. So that's probably where this paper is going to come in the most handy, is in that section. Then we've got the work section. And so within the work section, let's see, let me get out my half sheets because you guys know I love using the half sheets, like the Glam Girl half sheet and the Get Focused half sheets for like business stuff and overall planning. So I'm gonna pop some of these in here. Glam Girl as well. All right, and then for my personal section, I'm just going to do more filler paper. And then family, more filler paper as well. And let me see what else I may want to use from here. I'm going to add some of these daily schedules in my work section. And then what's the next section? Bills. So of course I've got my bill trackers in here, expense trackers. So I'm going to add some of of those. And I've got 2 different varieties. So I can pull some of these. And I can pull some of the budget expense trackers. And then also for family, I'm going to go back and add some of these assignments for the kids' school and such. And I do have some travel ones, but I don't feel like I need the travel ones. All right, and then this will go in my weekly section as well. I think I want to put it in my calendar section, which is the first section. And then I also have some other half sheets over here. I've got the Supermom A Kid's Life. So I'm going to add some of these in here. There's 2 different varieties, so I'll add a little bit of both. Maybe 2 sheets or 3 sheets of this one. And then a few of those. And I'll put that in family as well. All right, and I also want to add some of this filler paper here, the fold over one. This week's goals, I'm going to do 3 because it's going to make this thing super bulky. And I'm going to put that in the calendar section as well. Or maybe I'll put it in the goal section, the list section. Because I don't want it to get too bulky, because then I'm going to have to move up to the classic discs. And then I'm going to pull a few sheets of these. I'm not going to use any of the, I'm not going to use any of the Mist Maker because I just don't think that's going to work out right now. So I'm going to add 2 sheets of this, of each color. And I could use these for a spread too, because they do have dot grid. And pretty much any of this can be a spread. You just have to decide how you want it structured. So I think I'm going to put this in the notes section in the back. Yeah, and then I do also have the colorful and this notes paper as well. And so I think I'll add some of this in here also. Just a few sheets. And I'll put it in the notes section. It's getting a little bulky there, so I just want to stop while I'm ahead and not go too ham and add too much to it. So I think I'm right at capacity, y'all. I might need to take a couple of things out. So let's see. If I take some of the actual paper out, that may work, because I don't really necessarily need all of this paper in here, right? So what if I take some of the paper out? That'll make it less bulky. Yep, there we go. And then I'll put it in here. All right, and so I also wanted to mention that I did add a pin loop here. I love these pin loops. They come from Amazon, so I'll make sure to link them below. So that way, if you're interested in these, you can grab one. I love the snug fit on them. You guys know I always talk about these pin loops. And so that way I can have a pin here, and I like to keep it in back of all my tabs so that way I can see those first. And then I'm also going to put a bow here, so that way when I do my planner spreads to get to it easily, I'll have a bow there that I can easily just turn to the spread. So that's how it looks. So I think I'm good, y'all. So now I just have to start decorating the spreads. And again, I know I'm going to go back in and I'm going to use my divider label here, and I'm going to put the clear labels on top of them because I just think that's going to look better. And so that's what I'll probably end up doing. So that's it, guys. I set up my FauxBonichi or Happy Nichi. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. I think a Happy Nichi. I like that better. So I set that up. So again, this will be where my first spread will go. I'm going to start trying it out now and decide whether or not want to keep it for the future. But I think it's super cute and I can't wait to use it. So such a clever concept from whoever created it. I am not sure who created it. I've seen it all over Instagram and I wasn't going to do it, but then once my friend came over that day, I said, you know what, now you got me wanting to do it. So we'll see how it goes. This may or may not last, but for now I thought I'd give it a try. So hopefully you got a little bit of inspiration out of this video. You found something that maybe you want to add to your planner stash, or maybe you want to do in your planner. So let me know if you have any questions below. And then also, if you know the creator, you feel free to tag them in the comments below. Let me know how you are using yours. If you have created this, if you use the FauxBonichi, let me know if you use that as well. I would love to hear from you and like, what are your thoughts on this whole thing? So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by my channel. Hopefully you'll subscribe and give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy it. The divider dashboards that I used here and the labels are available in my shop. And so I'll make sure to link that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching today. I appreciate you. And hopefully you'll come back and join me for another video, in which case I'll see you then.